Hello everybody, my name is AgentTP. This is going to be my first video guide related to ASYM survival game. I'll be turning these guides into episodes with each video being a separate one. Today I'll be explaining how to properly stamina manage in a new ASYM game by Night on Roblox. Well, let's get things started. First things to start off, it is very highly recommended for the best gameplay is to play with the lowest graphics possible you can set to see the killer better. But that way, it helped me a lot to win the last man standings and see the surroundings around myself way better. Like Springtrap, Bear Trap for example, since they are also really highlighted and visible in dark places. I also recommend to set your in-game settings to these ones. Enable show barriers and disable camera shake. It helps me a lot to not panic during the chase and see the barriers that are blocking the way so you can go around them. For the basic knowledge, you have to be super aware of your surroundings and always stay alert on the killer's movement. Any of ASYM games are all the same and require good mind games and proper way dealing with stamina. Only wins the one who knows how to manage their stamina and knows the map layout. So knowing the map layout is very useful for you to know how to not corner yourself or turn yourself into a dead end, which will lead to your failure in losing the game. So how do we stamina manage? First, we need to know what the killer's run speed is. Killers at Bye Bye Night has 70 stamina and survivors have 100. Killers are slightly slower, but they can still easily catch up if you're not careful. Keep long distance from the killer, since they still lose stamina no matter what distance you have between them. It gives you best opportunity to bring your stamina back to 100 and continue running away from the possible killer attacks. If you found yourself in a situation like being trapped, being in a dead end, or you have less stamina than the killer, it is best to start relying on juking the killer as possible you can and not getting hits. If you successfully juke the killer, try to run to the closest door and barricade it to regen stam. If you found yourself not able to win the minigame with barricading door, don't let the killer break you down. Cancel barricade and start running away from the killer, since they will get stunned for 1 second and it will be enough time for you to make another distance to another door to barricade or attempt to make a sharp corner turn to make killer lose sight of you, or to continue juking if killer is aware of your location. It is highly important for you during last man standing or when you're being targeted is to be super aware of the sounds around yourself. Always keep the sight of the killer and his movement. If you hear a killer behind a wall or the door, make sure you're ready to go to the opposite direction where the killer is trying to corner you. Make sure you listen carefully if Springtrap then placed Bear Trap or Ennard put his minions to try launching you and make you blind. If any of that happens, you have to be ready to really starting to juke the killer as possibly you can and make your way to the exit. That is really best of luck to you. Alright, I think we got over the basics for the survivor how to stamina manage. Now let's move on to the killer side. Since you have less stamina than survivor, you need to decide on what killer is the best fitting for your playstyle, since mostly both Springtrap and Ennard are trappers. As any killer, it's best for you to catch people off guard while they're doing tasks, and try attempt to trap them with your abilities. Try to find a quick shortcut to cut them off while in the chase. It will grant you a huge success in baiting survivor into thinking you'll do what usually regular kill will do, but you end up tricking them. During last man standing, don't attempt to rush down the survivor, since when last man standing starts, it resets time to 5 AM, and you'll have exactly whole 1 minute to get survivor. Survivor gets his health back to 100, and mostly all abilities, as I've noticed, reset. If survivor is fighter, and they already wasted their punch, they don't get it back, but they get their block and reset instantly. Play mind games with survivors, and place many traps to cut survivor off, if you're playing Springtrap or Ennard. But as Mimic, it is highly recommended to change your mode to speed or stealth to catch up to the survivor. Once you catch up to the survivor, don't attempt to make quick attacks. Wait for the time to strike. Try to hit them while in speed mode, and then once you fully catch up to the survivor, you can now either switch mode to strength to deal more damage, or switch to stealth mode and grab the survivor, leading them to the corner and then finishing them off. This is the best threat for the Mimic. Don't try to rush things and try make a very close distance to the survivor. It will benefit a huge success and guarantee victory. Make sure you always pay attention to your stamina and don't let it hit 0, since your stamina recovery will be much longer if not careful. Well, this is it for this quick stamina management video guide. If you found this guide useful and it helped you in matches, leave a comment and like under this video. I am really looking forward to making more videos like this. If you want a new guide, leave an idea in the comments and I'll look into making video related to the next guide. Best of luck to everyone in Bye Bye Night and have fun. And of course to you viewer, thank you for watching this video till the end, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!